Most gasless MIG welders on Amazon have inflated duty cycle specs. I analyzed 25 MIG welders and filtered the ones that actually deliver stable wire feed and real arc stability. What I found about real-world duty cycle will save you from buying units that overheat mid-job. Let's dive in. Starting off at number 5, and there's a real reason this one leads. The Forney 140 FCI is a gasless Flux-Cored machine from a brand with a track record. First thing to get straight, this runs Flux-Cored wire only. No shielding gas, no conversion. That's not a flaw, it's the point. No cylinder to rent or store. Plug it into a standard 20-amp household circuit, and you're welding. For a home shop or garage without gas infrastructure, that's genuinely useful. The spec that separates this from cheaper options is the infinite voltage and wire feed speed adjustment. Most budget Flux-Cored welders give you 2 or 4 preset settings. Those presets assume everyone welds at the same travel speed with the same technique. And that's not how it works on thin exhaust pipe or light gauge sheet metal. The difference between a clean bead and burning through is a small dial turn. People who've switched from fixed setting machines to this one consistently point to that control as the real differentiator, not the amp output, the adjustability. At 140 amps, it handles up to 1/4 inch of mild steel. The all-metal case at 19 pounds means it's portable, without feeling like a toy. The honest limitations, 120 volt only, no dual voltage. For longer continuous runs on thicker material, you'll hit the duty cycle sooner than a 240 volt unit. The included MIG gun is adequate, but the liner on the lead isn't heavy duty, worth knowing if you're putting serious hours on it. And one thing to flag, the consumable part numbers in the manual for the nozzle and diffuser are reportedly incorrect. Forney has confirmed it. Contact them directly before ordering replacement tips. For someone who wants real arc stability and dial-in control without the overhead of gas setup, this is a solid opening pick. The link is in the description. Number 4 is the ARCCAPTAIN 160A. And there's one feature that sets it apart from the machines below it on this list. The synergic control. Select your wire diameter and the welder automatically matches the current to the correct wire feed speed. That's not a marketing checkbox. That means fewer burnt-through welds while you're still learning to read the arc. And for experienced welders, faster setup without fiddling. It actually flattens the learning curve in a way that manual adjustment just doesn't. The 4-in-1 capability is legitimate here. Gas MIG, Flux-Cored gasless, stick and lift TIG with an add-on torch. Most people are here for MIG, but having stick built in matters. On rusty or uneven stock where shielding gas struggles, you switch modes and keep working. At just under 12 pounds, this is portable in a real sense. Shoulder strap included, you can move it between jobs without making that a whole thing. Now the power limitation is something you have to plan around. On 110 volts, you're capped around 120 amps. To reach the full 160, you need 220. One user had to bring in an electrician and install a dedicated 50 amp circuit to get full output. That's added cost, and it factors into the real investment here. Know that before you order. The included leads and ground cable are also on the shorter side. Not a deal breaker, but worth knowing for bigger jobs. Here's what tips it into solid territory for me. A welder with 25 years behind him put it on a 66 Mustang restoration, said it outperformed his expectations from the first beat. Another guy with shipyard and fabrication plant experience called it a winner, and he knows exactly what a bad weld looks like. Customer service also replaced a burnt-out unit with nothing more than an email. For garage work, auto body repairs, farm equipment, and serious home builds, this is one of the more well-rounded options on this list. The link is in the description. Number 3 on the list is the YESWELDER MIG 205DS Pro, and this is the one that made me think seriously about how much machine you can actually get at this price range. Here's what it's really built for: someone who doesn't want to buy 2 or 3 welders over the next few years. The 5-in-1 capability covers gas MIG, Flux-Cored, spool gun aluminum MIG, lift TIG, and stick. That's a full shop's worth of processes in a single unit. It also runs on both 110 and 220 volts. So, your electrical setup doesn't limit what you can do. The 200 amp output is the number that matters here. The 60% duty cycle claim at full power is serious for this category. A welder with decades of experience on heavy industrial equipment noted it holds up against machines that weigh several hundred pounds. That's not a comment from someone easily impressed. What's genuinely smart about this design is the synergic MIG mode. You adjust wire feed speed and voltage automatically matches to a recommended value. For someone still dialing in settings, that's a real time saver. For experienced welders, you override it and run fully manual. Both paths work without jumping between menus. Now, the honest problems. The instructions are close to useless. Multiple buyers spent hours watching YouTube videos just to get certain modes running correctly. The display is mounted at an awkward angle and hard to read while standing at the machine. And there's a parts availability concern worth knowing. The previous generation version was discontinued with no spare parts available. It's worth asking about long-term support on the current model before you commit. On performance, people who've pushed this machine confirm it delivers. One buyer ran over 23 pounds of wire through it before a trigger issue appeared. Wani Daktriitir. And YESWELDER shipped a replacement lead within 4 days. Arc stability in Flux-Cored and MIG modes holds steady even on standard 110 household current, which is not something every welder in this range can say. Get past the setup curve, and this is a lot of capability for the money. The link is in the description. At number 2, and this one earns it, the ARCCAPTAIN 200A 6-in-1 is what you get when a machine is actually designed around what a garage welder needs. Start with the dual voltage setup. It runs on 120 or 240 volts, and that flexibility matters. On 120, you're handling lighter work or field repairs. On 240, you're at full 200 amps with real weld penetration into thicker material. One machine, 2 very different setups covered. The synergic mode is genuinely well implemented. Set your wire diameter and material type. Dial in amperage for the thickness you're running, and the machine figures out voltage and wire feed speed automatically. Simple rule of thumb: 1 amp per thousandth of an inch. For 1/8 inch steel, start at 125 amps. You can also flip it to full manual, anytime you want more control. People who've used this on real jobs confirm the arc stability holds. One user ran it through car frame repairs, a full exhaust system, and out on a generator for field work. Consistent results throughout. For a machine at this price, that speaks. 2 things I'd flag as genuine issues. Wire feed speed is displayed in meters per second, not inches per minute. Anyone used to IPM will feel that adjustment. And the kit ships with 7 drive rolls, but none sized for 0.035 inch wire, which is among the most common sizes for Flux-Cored work. That should have been in the box. The 110 to 220 adapter situation also deserves a mention. It ships wired for 110 with an adapter for 220. Running 220 volts through a 110 style connector is the kind of thing that makes experienced welders pause. Not a deal breaker, bro, but worth knowing going in. Those are real complaints on a machine that otherwise punches well above its weight. 6 processes, 10 preset memory slots, on-demand fan cooling, spool gun ready for aluminum down the line. For the serious home shop or working hobbyist, it's hard to argue against it. The link is in the description. Before we reveal our number 1, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And to close it out, the number 1 spot goes to the Lincoln Electric Power MIG 211i. This one earns it. Lincoln Electric doesn't need an introduction, but what makes this machine stand out isn't just the brand name. It's how it removes the guesswork from MIG welding entirely. Here's what I mean. You set the process, the wire diameter, and the material thickness. The machine figures out voltage and wire feed speed on its own. For a seasoned welder, that's a convenience. For someone who doesn't weld every day, it's the difference between a clean bead and a wasted pass. One user who switched from stick welding says he has never once touched the WFS or voltage from the auto settings. Not a single time. Still gets clean welds every run. The auto-sensing dual voltage is another thing worth understanding. Plug it into 120 at home, then 220 on a job site. No adapters needed. It detects and adjusts on its own. If you move between locations, that adds up fast. 3/8 of an inch capacity on steel, stainless, and aluminum covers most real-world fabrication. The cast aluminum drive feeds wire consistently. That matters more than it sounds. Bad wire feed is one of the biggest frustrations with cheaper units. This sidesteps that problem entirely. A few honest caveats. On 120 volts, performance drops noticeably. Extended runs on that circuit require brakes. One user confirmed it firsthand. The 30% duty cycle at 175 amps also means this isn't a production machine. Plan accordingly. This is a premium machine, priced like one. If budget is the main concern, it's not the right call. But if you want professional-grade output, reliable arc stability, and a system that dials itself in, this is the most well-rounded pick on the list. The link is in the description. You've got what you need to separate the machines worth buying from the ones to skip. If budget or portability is the priority, number 4. If you want serious multi-process capability at a realistic price for a home shop, number 2. If you want professional output and a machine that dials itself in, number 1. Prices move on these. Check the links in the description for the current deals.